Today on Josh Thumbs Your Butt, guys, we got that brand new stuff over here from Ruger. It's called the RXM, and we're going to check it out today, guys. If you've ever had companies that don't want to talk to you or don't want to use your channel because they don't get enough views, go ahead and hit that follow button. We're over here on guys. It is a gun haven over here. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit that follow button. We need the views over here on guys. Let's go and check out this RXM. All right, guys, as you saw, we have the Ruger RXM out here on the channel today, guys. If you're new to Rumble, like I said, we are going to be doing a lot more stuff out here on Rumble, basically exclusively putting out gun content, because I can say the word gun on here. Gun content on Rumble. If you like the channel, you like the ideas that we're putting out there, if you like the funny, if you like the comedy, if you like the entertainment, go ahead and hit that follow button, guys. We are going to put out some new content today with the Ruger RXM. But first, I have to tell you about the people that keep this channel floating. It is Tennessee. If you're in East Tennessee, absolutely come out here and check out Tennessee. They have everything you could possibly think of when it comes to. They are a full FFL that you can bring stuff into. You can basically transfer stuff here. You can do all kinds of stuff. They're in the middle of nowhere, and they allow you to try all the things that they have in their showroom. Doesn't get any better than that. You can come out here, you can rent machines, you can do all kinds of stuff. So please, they are allowing us to use their range to film these videos. If you can come out here and check out Tennessee, by far one of the best things in East Tennessee. Next up, we have Fat Tac. Guys, these are the people that make stuff for big guys that are in the tactical world that can't find stuff anywhere else. Belts, holsters, plate carriers, the one you saw me wear it earlier. Plate carriers, belts, optics, medical gear, literally everything is on Fat Tac. They're the main sponsor of the channel. Please go check them out. And who else can we not forget? Josh behind the camera that's not there.
US Law Shield. Go there and use the promo code BDGG, because that's the code you want to use.
That's right. US Law Shield was our court guys. They were our lawyers, They were our lawyers, and they actually helped us out and did what they said they were going to do by taking on a case. So please go check out US Law Shield and subscribe, or it's not a subscribe, it's a follow. Follow right here on for more entertaining and comical, anyway, this kind of content. If you like it, hit follow. Let's get into it. Ruger RXM. All right, guys, here is the RXM in the box. It comes with a plastic box. Nothing special, but it is better than a cardboard box, in my opinion. If you want to fly with this thing, you can, because it has holes where you can lock it. Let's take the pistol out of the box. It comes with 2 magazines, and they are Magpul, go figure, Glock mags. Why? Because this is a Gen 3 Glock clone, and this is a Magpul product. This is a collaboration between Ruger and Magpul. Don't forget that. Ruger and Magpul. Magpul is the cool guy in this situation, in my opinion. Magpul makes the frame. Ruger makes everything else. They made this frame in a Glock Gen 3 pattern. Why? Because it's the best out there. It's literally the best design for a pistol out there. That's why all these other companies, P80s, Anderson Kiger, PSA Dagger, there's a couple more, I think. I know there's a couple more. Anyway, they have basically copied the Gen 3 design because it's the simplest. It's the simplest, and it works. Whether some of the other ones work or not is a different story. We're going to find out whether the Ruger RXM works today. The difference between all those other manufacturers that make a Gen 3 Glock clone is that this Gen 3 Glock clone has a fire control group on the inside of it. Now, I can't remember what they call theirs. It's like FIC or COG or whatever cute little name they're going to come up with it. It's still a fire control group on the inside, and that is what makes the pistol the actual firearm. The frame makes no difference. Basically, you could take this slide off, which we'll do here in a little bit. You can pull the trigger assembly out of it, and that is the firearm. That allows you to be able to put that assembly, trigger assembly, into any other frame out there that Magpul is going to make. So they're the first ones to do this chassis system with a Glock style, besides Zev. They did an OZ9, but that was like $1,500. This was $399. Huge difference, huge different story, guys. So I think I've kind of touched all the bases. Oh, and it's actually Optica. So Ruger did the top, Magpul did the bottom. Ruger did the slide and the barrel and all that stuff, and the fire control group. Magpul had everything to do with the frame. So With doing the slide with Ruger, they allowed it to be optic cut, which is a great thing, and I think that most pistols should be optic cut now. But the reasons why this is different is because you don't have to have any plates for it. You can literally attach the optic that you want that has an RMR cut, a Delta Point Pro cut, or an RMR SC, whatever it is, cut directly to the slide. They come with these little cogs or little pegs that you put in these little holes in here, which we'll do here in a little bit, and you can actually attach that optic directly to the slide, just like the Echelon. They came out with that. So they are copying a lot of people's homework. Are they going to do it justice? Are they going to have the Echelon type optic? It's kind of like a Frankenstein of everything. Echelon type optic, Gen 3 Glock clone with a fire control group that came from like SIG, Echelon, or something like that. So it's literally like 4 different companies put into one pistol, but in the image of a Glock. So if it has the image of a Glock, I like it. I'm a Glock fanboy. You can be mad at it if you want to, but that's just the truth. So we're gonna get it out here. Enough talking. We're gonna get it out here. We're gonna shoot it. We're gonna see if we like it, and hopefully help you decide if you're gonna like it. Yep, I'll have ears on. It'd be better with ears on. Man, that was stupid. Dude, that is quick. That is super quick. Whew, that was a little sloppy, but I'm actually picking it up pretty quick. It has the blacked out serrated rear with a tritium front dot set. Let's see if I can put that up there so you can see it. This is why you run your gear, guys, because you realize stuff like this hits you in the face. If you don't like it, take it off, change it. All right, guys, so we got some targets down 25 yards away. We also have a flipper target, like a hostage target, about 50 yards away, combined total, 25 and a 50. We're gonna do some transitions between a 25 and a 50 to see if we can get it on target. All right, there's that. 25, 50. Not bad, hitting both on target. 25 and 50. All right, actually hit the hostage flipper that time. Missed all those. But I like it. I like it. That's a little hot. I do like it. All right, guys, what I got now is I got this steel case, brand new steel case ammo from MagTech. Never used it before, but I got it at Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo. We're gonna try it and see what we think about it here. I'm using a Definition Knives to open this thing. If you haven't checked out Definition Knives, by far one of the best knife companies out there. But if you haven't seen this steel case ammo from MagTech, not a sponsor of the channel or anything, like I said, I literally bought this ammo from Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo with my own money. I'm just showing it to you here. So basically it doesn't look like a lot of steel case that I've ever seen because it's really polished. It kind of looks like it's nickel plated, and it looks like a lot of self-defense ammo out there. So we're going to try to give this a run through this Ruger and see what happens with it. Go ahead and give myself about 15 rounds or so. Loads pretty nicely. Doesn't feel sticky like most steel ammo does. Yeah, so it doesn't seem bad. We're going to see how it runs here. Hopefully it'll run just fine in this Ruger RXM. Going to try to put a bunch of different kinds of ammo through this thing for you guys, but here we go. RXM in the steel case. MagTech steel case. Okay, all right, it runs. MagTech steel case, it runs. If it doesn't run steel, it doesn't deserve brass. I think that's some codes to live by. All right, guys, so I have had a lot of fun out here shooting this Ruger RXM. As you can tell, being a little goofy, being a little funny, trying to make sure I look as much like Plaid Daddy as possible. But so this thing is the Ruger RXM. Now, what I have here on the table is basically, let me take these off. Basically, I have a couple of different things on the table, and this is why this is important, okay? This Ruger RXM is just like a Glock Gen 3 clone. I mean, this is a Glock Gen 3 clone, just like the Glock Gen 3. Now, what that means is basically it will take every single part that a Gen 3 has, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this down and we're gonna put this, of course, make sure you have it safe, okay? But you can take this apart just like this, just like you can a Glock Gen 3, and you can put it together just like that. That is the coolest part about this pistol. Is basically when you buy the Ruger RXM, you can have a Magpul frame with a modular chassis for your Glock Gen 3. How freaking awesome is that, okay? Now, I should probably load this up and see if it shoots, which I'm sure it will because it goes up perfectly with the Gen 3 Glock. That is amazing, man. That is so cool. The fact that you do have a chassis in here now and it's a Magpul freaking frame. I can't tell you how exciting that is. This, honestly, Glock consumers, people that like Glock, have been wanting Glock to do this for a while. Now, whether or not you think that this is like the major reason why people would like this pistol, it is. This is the reason why they would like this pistol, and the fact that it is optic cut. It will take any optic. It's a lot. I don't know how many it is, but I know it takes like 3 different footprints. Delta Point Pro RMR and RMRSC or something like that. So that is cool on Ruger. Is this going to be a Ruger quality slide and part? Yeah, I would say so. I wouldn't have any doubt with this part. Ruger makes great stuff, just like Magpul makes great stuff. But the fact that you have a Magpul frame that has a modular chassis in it, can be switched out when they make 17 size frames. You don't have to buy an extra pistol. You can literally just go buy the frame, which could be 30, 40 bucks or whatever. Put it in here and you have a whole nother pistol. I think that's amazing. Essentially, you could create a 19X. That is very, very cool, and the reason why people will go buy this pistol. That's the reason why I bought the pistol. What we have out here today is a couple of comparisons. This is the PSA Dagger. This is the Kiger 9C Pro, and this is another Kiger. But I have another one over here. It's a Polymer 80. It basically looks almost like this Kiger, except for the Kiger has a better frame in my opinion. But basically, the point is that there's been a lot of manufacturers that have tried to make the Gen 3 Glock clone successful, and a lot of them have been successful. What a lot of them haven't done that people wanted them to do is create one with a modular system. They want Glock to create one with a modular system. This video is basically very, very simple. This is a Glock made from Ruger. This is a Glock Essentially what they did was make a Glock frame with a modular system that anybody can pick up and put a Gen 3 slide on it and make it a Glock modular system with a Magpul freaking grip. I don't know if you know this or not, but Magpul makes some of the best grips out there. They make the best AR grips. They make the best PMags. Magpul is a very, very cool company. Magpul is a very quality company. And now I am not bought or positioned to give this pistol a great review at all. I ran 300 rounds through it, 350 rounds through it. I haven't had one hiccup, and it's all been steel case, actually. I was going to do multiple different ones, but I haven't done any. I've done MagTech steel case. This thing has ate every bit of it. I have not been in a position to give this thing a good review. I am, in fact, saying it right here, right now, I am giving this thing a good review because it has worked. If you're wondering if you should go out and buy a Ruger RXM, I'm going to say do it. The price point is there. At Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo in Knoxville, I got this for $399. That is under $400. You can't hardly find the new PSAs for that. The Keigers are a little bit more expensive than that. And it's a modular system that you can take any Gen 3 Glock that you own and put it right on top of it, dude. That's amazing. That makes this cool, in my opinion, guys. As you can tell through the footage, through the funny footage, through the not so serious footage, it's ran flawlessly. I haven't had any problems out of it. I literally have not had any malfunctions or anything, and I didn't do anything other than take this out of the box. I didn't lube it. I didn't clean it. I didn't do anything other than take this Ruger, and look, you can still see, maybe you can still see some of the stuff in there. It might be a little too dark, but you can still see some of the white grease that's in there from it. I haven't lubed it or taken it apart or anything. It literally came straight out of the box like this. Now, that right there is very cool, in my opinion. Glocks work out of the box. This thing works out of the box. Like I said, 350 rounds through it right now. Have not lubed it at all. I like it. I'm going to go over the final things of it that I actually really like. Modular system, been over that. Means they'll be able to make Magpul different grips that are freaking amazing and allow you to get a 17 size frame with the same fire control group on the inside. That's a game changer. We have a Ruger slide that has front slide serrations and back slide serrations. Has some good designing there from Ruger. Aesthetically pleasing, it works. I'll tell you here in a second what I was going to say. Basically, the suppressor height sights are, it says HZH3. Looks to me like they'd be like True Glow or something like that, but it's a blacked out serrated rear and a tritium front sight. That works for me. I love 3-dot sight systems, but this works, being blacked out in the front, tritium in the front, blacked out in the back, serrated, takes that glare down. Awesome. I really like it. So, like I said, all Gen 3 compatible parts. That's amazing, dude. That is so cool. If you're a Glock fanboy like me, you will love this pistol, period. So it doesn't have a changeable, or it doesn't have, okay, so the Echelon, you can actually take your magazine release and push it through both ways. I like that this doesn't do that, because if your hand is on the actual mag release on the other side, when you go to try to push it, you can't get it to come out sometimes. Or if you're pushing it on this side with your hand really hard, you could actually release your magazine, which is not cool. So I'm glad they have it to where you can, this one is actually not reversible. So that's actually cool in my opinion, because I'm right-handed, so it is what it is. Sorry for your loss. This one does not have an ambidextrous slide stop, which is awesome because, like I said, I'm right-handed, don't care about it. And that actually doesn't give you a whole lot of room to get dirt and debris on the other side. I thought that one of the Gen 5 problems with Glock is that they do have a double slide stop, and it gives you more room to get more dirt and debris in the side of your pistol. I don't like that. I wish they didn't do that, but it is what it is. This one does have some ledges on it. They're not entirely big, that allows you to actually put them inside of a Glock holster, so that's actually pretty cool. That means that any aftermarket Glock holsters will fit this thing, which is very, very cool. You can get a Fat Tack holster, they fit these things. Everything about it is very, very cool, in my opinion, guys. I'm gonna give it a pass, man. I'm gonna give it a pass and say that I would actually even carry this pistol because I can take my Gen 3 Glock slide, slap it right on top of here. Do I think it would work? Yes. Do I think that it will continue to work and be flawless? Yes, I do. I truly do. The fact that I use Magpul stuff on all my other pistols and stuff anyway, or not my pistols, my other ARs. I use their grips on my ARs. I use their magazine by ARs. I trust Magpul. I think it's cool, guys. This has probably been a little ranty. Hope y'all had fun watching it, guys. Go check out Tennessee Silencer. They're our new range sponsor. They allowed us to make these videos out here. We love them. They're awesome. They're the best FFL slash NFA place in East Tennessee. So go check out Tennessee Silencer. Also, don't forget to check out Fat Tack. They have some awesome designs with hats, shirts, patches, shorts. Everything you can think of is at Fat Tack. They're growing by the minute. Plate carriers, plates, belts, holsters, everything you can think of is at fattack.com. Also, please go check out Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo. Without them, we wouldn't have this Ruger RXM to actually do a review on, because they actually have the stuff in stock. Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo is amazing. smga.com. And if you're over here, obviously you are, because you're watching it on Rumble. This is where we're putting up a lot of our long form content. I hope you guys like it. I will try not to make them too long, but it's really hard to get everything you need to say in a 12-minute video. So yeah, hope you guys like the video, guys. I'm trying to be a little comical, a little funny, bring a little bit more entertainment to you guys. So please hit the follow button and share this with somebody who might like this kind of content. That's the biggest thing about this, being over here on Rumble. We're trying to grow this channel. The best thing you can do is follow it, guys. The best thing you can do is share it, guys. Also, put a comment below if you want to talk to me. I am all over the comment section. I answer every single person's comment. So please give it a follow, and we will see you guys in the next one. Please don't forget to check out Fat Tack. That is a special sponsor to my heart. You all will know why in April 2025. Let's go, guys. Fat Tack, Tennessee, Smoky Mountain Guns and Ammo. They make it happen. Let's go.